Ethiopian government of Prime Minister Abiy seems to be panicking a little. Emergency meetings have been called. Welcome to my views and news. Thanks for watching the channel. Today is Tuesday, 13th of May 2025. Today, the deadline, 13th of May, is the deadline given by a community in Ethiopia. Before the expiry of the deadline, we are seeing several developments, and for tomorrow, emergency meetings are planned. The government knows that any public protest could turn into large-scale anti-government movement, which the government wants to prevent at any cost. So what is happening? You know that Ethiopian health professionals gave a deadline of a week to the Ethiopian government to consider the demands of the health professionals. Demands include raise in the salaries because Ethiopian health professionals are very underpaid, heavily underpaid. Less than $100 a month they are receiving, and they are qualified doctors. Imagine how they're surviving, difficult for them. So they gave a deadline a week ago. The government, instead of addressing the concerns of the doctors, tried to crush the protest of the doctors. The president of Ethiopian Health Professional Association, Jonathan, was arrested 2 days ago. Some other doctors who have been organizing this protest by doctors have also been arrested. Yesterday, we saw pictures of doctors with their white robes arrested, being bundled up in police vehicles and taken to unknown locations. Last night, we heard that Ethiopian health minister tried to address the concerns of the doctors, but no solution could be found. Today is the last day. Tomorrow, all doctors in Ethiopia, doctors working in public hospitals, could go on strike. Before that, doctors have partially suspended services in different parts of Ethiopia. Today, in key hospitals of Ethiopia, in Amhara region, in Oromia, in southern Ethiopia, doctors, health professionals suspended some services. ICU is functional, emergency department working, delivery department for pregnant females working, infant department working too, nurseries, because these are critically significant departments. Doctors are not closing all services. They are still taking care of those who are in immediate need of support, like immediate need of surgical intervention, immediate need of support. That is why they did not close emergency services. They did not close ICU, but they are closing outdoor services. And today, in different hospitals of Ethiopia, Gondar Hospital, hospitals in Oromia, southern Ethiopia, health services at public hospitals were partially suspended. Doctors say that the government did not address their demands, and from tomorrow, they'll implement their call. They announced a week ago that they'll go on strike. They'll close all health services in entire Ethiopia. And today, several doctors did not report at their place of duties. 2 days ago, the government threatened that it would bring doctors from Cuba, from Pakistan, from other countries to replace these doctors. That was a hollow threat, definitely, because these doctors are getting less than $100 a month. Will any doctor from any country of the world work in Ethiopia with just $100 a month salary? No one will work. No one will work here. No one will come here, definitely. That is why that was just an empty, a hollow threat rather from the government to doctors. That threat did not work. Meanwhile, the political elements, politicians, people like Jawar, Tad, and they are trying to use this issue for political gains. They're urging doctors to stand, to rise, to be steadfast. Jawar all day sharing videos of doctors' protests. Then they criticized the government's plan to bring doctors from abroad. He criticized a new law passed recently which stipulates that foreigners can own properties in Ethiopia, saying that this right is denied to Ethiopians. Now, foreigners are being allowed to own properties in Ethiopia. So, Tadandia, Joe are trying to use doctors' movement for political purposes. Meanwhile, teachers could join too. If teachers and doctors join hands, the movement could turn into a formidable anti-government protest. This is what opposition parties, opposition groups, politicians want. That is why tomorrow an emergency meeting of teachers has been called in Addis Ababa. Meeting of teachers have been called in Addis Ababa. It means their schools will remain closed tomorrow in Addis. There's no holiday tomorrow. But teachers have been told that they must ensure their presence at the meeting. Absence from the meeting won't be tolerated. Teachers have been told that no one should come with a mobile phone. Why are teachers being called? Teachers are being called to give them a message that they should not join doctors' protests. Now, doctors will go, health professionals, by doctors I mean health professionals. Health professionals will go on strike from tomorrow. Will they take to the streets too? That remains to be seen. Firstly, will any other community in Ethiopia join the strike by doctors? And could any of these communities take to the streets too? That we'll see tomorrow. It will be difficult for doctors to prolong the strike because once people start dying, government will use the deaths against doctors. Government will use force against doctors. Community will suffer. People will turn against doctors. So doctors can prolong this suspension of health services for a short period of time. Can it turn into a large-scale anti-Ethiopian government movement? That remains to be seen, but since the movement is about the demands of a particular class, it does not have the material to turn into a large-scale anti-government movement. But if other communities, other sections of society join, health professionals, and they agree on one-point agenda to remove the government, then we could see start of a real anti-government movement. But in Kenya, we saw that simple protest started against some taxes, and then Ruto had to fire his entire cabinet. Abiy, that is why, knows that no protest against the government should be allowed, because if it is allowed, it has the potential to turn into an anti-government broad movement. That is why I think that we could see some announcement by the government in terms of raise in the salaries of doctors, or we could see more use of force by the government against doctors, against teachers. So coming 48 hours are crucial. Is the panic in Addis Ababa? Well, I would say the government is worried. Government knows that political parties, opposition parties, politicians, they want to use this demand by health professionals for political gains. And it isn't going to be easy to raise the salaries of just doctors, because other government employees will also demand similar raise, and The government is focused mainly on security sector. It is buying modern weapons. It is recruiting as many as it can. It is less focused on service delivery. Thanks for watching.